we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on last year's national champions, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Southern will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the James Madison Dukes offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean,
oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Slater. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds the big tight end. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's first and goal.
The Dukes have it in scoring position on first and goal.
Here we go.
They're going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Slater. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in. To a hot start for this offense.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that. So Georgia Southern's offense will go to work for the first time. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question... How's this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Eagles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll go back to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He lets it fly. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
On the move. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, James Madison.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Morris. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Fires left. Hits the open man. They finally get to him. What a play there. New set of downs after the completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Guys, James Madison ready to go back up. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Dukes will line up to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. On the ground, it's Morris. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Pulls it in, it's Morris. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Georgia Southern in a hurry. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these. Chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dukes can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
What a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce, right back to the offense.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Dukes with a 2nd and short. this drive moving. Red pass, it's complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have. 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the... The field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. A long way to go for this offense.
Yeah, and you run a play that's conservative, and you're going to hand the football over, and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing. You get inside that 5-yard line ready to make a play, score some points. And
turning it on! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Harris. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Dobbs. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
At the 34. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. They boot it away. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Might be calling a hot route. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Dukes!
This offense, man, staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
The Dukes will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he slipped through the ground, and he'll house it. Touchdown, James Madison.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Takes the handoff. It's Morris. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good...
And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
They'll try the run. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Quarterback making checks. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And the Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Dukes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Got enough for the 1st. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. It'll be 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They've got the screen set up. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. Leaves it with the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Breaks into the open. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football. But when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Gets open down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. And the Dukes are threatening in the red zone.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking for a crease to the left. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And honestly, it's been about complimentary. This game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on...
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the ball goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Rides the back on the option to give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how... those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Slater. Finding an escape route. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go! Let's get it.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning, got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Eagles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They're going back to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
They'll run it on first and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.